Hi there, welcome to Market Call. We are talking technology stocks with Kim Bolton, President and Portfolio Manager at Black Swan Dexteritas. Call us toll free, 1-855-326-6266. We're talking tech. Send an email. One of those, that's a kind of a primeval way of contacting people now, isn't it? marketcall@bnnbloomberg.ca. Email works just fine. I'm just joking around. First, though, let's see what are the big stories we're bringing you from the BNN Bloomberg newsroom. Nutrien is cutting back production at one of its potash mines in Saskatchewan because of the BC port strike. The fertilizer giant says the strike, lower global potash prices and other factors mean that it will fall short of its previous profit forecast. The CEO, Ken Seitz, says if the labor dispute continues, it may also affect production at some of the company's other potash mines. TransAlta is buying the portion, roughly 40%, of TransAlta Renewables that it doesn't currently own. Acquiring that stake will cost nearly $1.4 billion. TransAlta says the creation of a single publicly traded entity will simplify governance and make its clean electricity growth plan more clear. Shares in MTY Food are trading higher. Revenue and profit jumped in the company's latest quarter and topped expectations. Most of the growth came in the U.S., helped by the acquisitions of Wetzel's Pretzels and Famous Dave's Barbecue. MTY says given its debt level and the rising interest rate environment, it will only look at smaller acquisitions this year. And there's the TSX composite, still mired below that 20,000 level, but marginally higher today. Let's check in on the U.S. markets, and you can see they are pointing higher. Let's get Kim Bolton's take on the markets. You have some thoughts on inflation, and I think they're cheery in the sense we have a graph slowing monthly inflation in the United States.
Good to be here, Andy. Yeah, if you look at the period, in the first half of last year, it was very elevated. Like it got all the way up to 1.2% in 1 month. But a year ago in June, as it rolls off, it won't affect now the year over year. And so they should be coming in around 3 to 3.5. Annual rate. On an annual rate. So about 0.2 to 0.3 every month. And that's sort of the average over the last 12 months. So that's why I think they're going to have to raise once, maybe twice.
Still, despite the dropping rate.
Yep, absolutely. Because if the goal is to get it down to 2%, you've got to raise it up because it's going to be sort of very sticky inflation now around that 0.3 per month. And so, yeah, you're going to have to raise the rates a little bit, bring it down, and heaven forbid, if inflation does start to spike, it could be disastrous. But it doesn't look that way. We have now 12 months where it's sort of hung around that sort of 0.2 to 0.5 per month. So 0.3 is about the average, which annualized 3.6.
Let's have a look at a 5-year chart for the NASDAQ composite because, of course, we've had this explosive rally this year, but we're not back at our levels of more than a year ago.
Absolutely. It's a big difference when you have the NASDAQ rollover last year, 35%, and now it's up 35. It doesn't sort of, offset each other. You still have some room to go. And, that's going to be all based on the earnings season. And a lot of people are talking about an earnings recession. However, the big mega cap tech stocks should do okay.
In the sense that they're not interest sensitive? I'm just trying to think. I mean, everything's interest sensitive, I guess.
Right, yeah. But it's such a money machine, and they have so much money in their coffers. That's why they're going to the moon. You've got lowering inflation, sort of stabilizing interest rates. You got the generative AI craze going on. And it costs a lot of money to actually fund that generative AI craze. And those big mega cap tech stocks are the ones that have the money.
We are going to have to take a break. Kim Bolton is here to give you his take on tech stocks. Phone in with your questions, 1-855-326-6266. Kim Bolton is taking your questions on technology stocks. Vanessa has sent us an email, wants to know about IBM. How strong is this company in AI?
Well, they're definitely involved in it. And you know, if you think back, you know, they were very much a leader with that Watson. Remember Watson? And that was the artificial intelligence powered software that they had called IBM Watson. And so IBM Watson, you know, was very much recognized for its capabilities in areas like question answering, language translation, and image recognition. But yeah, you know, we do own IBM on a small scale, currently trading at about 132, 133. We have a 12-month price target of 140.30 cents.
So I was just, apparently Watson was initially developed to answer questions on Jeopardy. And
That's
then
right.
in 2011, it competed against two champions, and it won a first place prize of $1 million US.
Yep. And that was back in 2011.
2011? Oh, my goodness.
So isn't that interesting? Because, you know, artificial intelligence has been around for the better part of a decade, really. However, you had to get the cloud going because you got to get a place to store the data. Then you have to have the software coming in, and you get more and more data, and then the processing increased with the likes of NVIDIA and AMD coming out with their chips. And so, yeah, and then finally you can have that interpretive, generative AI that we have today. But it's really been around for a long time.
I'm sorry, IBM is a credible player then in this market?
I would say it's a second tier, because they're not so much, maybe a little bit with Red Hat involved in the infrastructure, not so much on the enabling side, which are the semi guys, but for the end users, yes, they're very, very good when they come up with their software.
We have an email from Joan. Joan is curious about OpenText.
Thanks, Joan. So OpenText currently trading around $53. We have a 12-month price target of $62.25. We like it. We follow it. There are a couple of issues. They bought that Micro Focus for about $6 billion, which is about half of its market cap. And so you just got to sort of let that play out and see if they can integrate that quickly. It will definitely make them more competitive. But yeah, we'd buy it a little bit lower, maybe down around, we always like doing a third. So, maybe pick it up here, down at 48, and then down at around 45.
Oh, okay. But a little expensive for you right now? Or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Right. We have a caller, Costa in Montreal. Go ahead, Costa, please.
Thank you for taking my call,
Pleasure.
Gentlemen. Mr. Bolton, I would kindly appreciate your views on Constellation Software. And with all this AI hype and possibly a price target, I know you love this company. Are we still bullish for the years to come? Thank you very much and have a great day.
Constellation.
Yeah, you're right. We do like this company. They're one of the few out there most of the software companies are sort of horizontally built. However, Constellation has these sort of vertical silos that they get involved in, and they're extremely terrific at this. So it's sort of come off a little bit lately, got all the way up to about a little over 2,800. We have a 12-month price target of $29.25. So it's got a good runway.
Oh, that's interesting. So they don't actually integrate their subsidiaries?
Oh, they do. They have a part of it. What is it? 7 different sort of silos in those. One for the healthcare, one for manufacturing, and so on, worldwide. But then they build their acquisitions under those silos, which is very different from other software companies that bring out a software and say, hey, it's for the masses, right?
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, Costa, thanks for the question. We have Michael calling from Vancouver. Go ahead, please.
Hello, gentlemen, and I'm a first-time caller.
Good stuff. Thanks, Michael.
Mr. Bolton, you just talked about Constellation Software. I have Topicus, and I have 2 questions I'd like to ask about Topicus. The first is, why is Topicus still only on the Canadian Venture Exchange? And how do you feel about that particular company?
We follow it. We don't own it. It's got a little bit pricey of late. You know, the average analyst actually has out there a 12-month price target of about $98, and right now it's currently trading, I think it's about 102, 103. So it's had a good run. Now, Topicus, you know, it provides that vertical market software and vertical market platforms, particularly over in Europe. So this was one of the spin-offs that, from Constellation. Why? Well, it ended up going into the venture exchange because it was a little bit smaller. However, right now it's $8.4 billion company. Why hasn't sort of transitioned over into the TSX? I have no idea. But you know, they've done well. You know, over the last 30 days, they're up 8%. So I would actually look, if I were you, to actually pick it up down closer to that 97, and then if you get a rollover in the market, you can probably get it down in the low 90s.
So I think we might have been having a bit of trouble with the chart. TOI is the symbol, as you know, and we're having a bit of graph trouble right now. But Topicus, so it's around. I'm showing around $99 today. And what price would you be more interested in, Kim?
Down around 97, and then second time around 92. And if you can actually get it in the high 80s, that'd be terrific.
Right, should be. We're going to be back with Kim Bolton, President and Portfolio Manager at Black Swan Dexteritas. He's taking your questions on tech stocks. We have Ghulam calling from Toronto. Go ahead, Ghulam.
Hi, good afternoon, gentlemen.
Hi there.
My question is, I have a very small holding in ZQQ and SOXX. And I'm just wondering, they've done pretty well in the last month or so. I'm just wondering whether I should hold them for further gains or just take my profits and go. I've heard some analysts saying reduce your portfolio because you can probably have a downside coming. So I'd like your opinion. Thank you.
So he's asking there. Thanks. He's asking about the NASDAQ 100 ETF, I believe, versus the semiconductor.
The Philly Semiconductor Index,
and we're having a bit of chart trouble right now, but carry on. Which would you be inclined to buy?
It's a good question, Ghulam. And we're actually participating in both. But actually, we're long sort of the ZQQQ, but we're actually short on the SOX, the Philadelphia Semiconductor Index. And you can just see it on the charts that a couple of weeks ago, the SOXX actually got 3 standard deviations above its 50-day moving average, which really sort of triggered us. Once it gets sort of 2 standard deviations above it, it's probably a good time to take your money, and we actually went short in that. It's a very short-term trade, though.
Okay, so but for the longer term, would you have a preference, say, with a time scale of 1 year, for example?
Oof. With the volatility that we've had in the last 12 months, that's a tough question. But I would go with the triple Q. But remember, that you're going to have this reconstruction of the triple Q out there. So they're going to be announcing. Do you have time for?
Yeah, they're going to cap certain stocks, are they?
So the rules are that you can only have so many stocks that are more than 4.5% of the market cap of the triple Q. Okay. Up to 48%. And right now, you know, the Magnificent Seven are actually account for 55%. So they're actually going to re-engineer the triple Q, the NASDAQ 100, the S&P 500. Everything's going to be announced on the 14th. So when is that? On Friday. But the actual rebalancing is 13 days from now, which is on July 24th. This is going to create a bit of volatility in the market because so many players out there, be it pensions or asset allocators, you know, they very much target toward these indexes. And so when they sort of change the underlying structure of that, it's going to change. So Ghulam, watch out for that. But, you know, certainly this year you buy it on dips, unlike last year where you would sell on any sort of rally. So I'd stick with the triple Qs.
Okay, so sorry, just very quickly, there's the BMO product. Now, the latest holdings I have, Microsoft's at 13%, for example, Apple's at 12%, NVIDIA at 7% in that particular ETF. So those holdings will be brought down? There'll be a cap put on those particular holdings? Or?
I don't know about the BMO ETF, but certainly for like the Invesco Triple Q and the NASDAQ 100 and the S&P 500, there will definitely be some re-engineering within that to bring those heavily market-weighted stocks down to a little lower level.
We've got Alex calling from Calgary. Go ahead, Alex.
Hi, thanks for taking my call. So I was wondering what you thought about CrowdStrike. It's kind of been all over the place. I've been in and out of it at various times and various valuations and various sentiments. And just wondering what you thought of.
Okay, CrowdStrike. Go on. Yep, please. Yep.
Just wondering what you thought about like the cybersecurity space in general, and to your point with the whole Magnificent Seven and just tech broadly, and how you might look at that. And are we going to see like valuation of these guys like hit total U.S. debt at some point? Like it just seems like it's getting kind of crazy. And I will hang up and listen.
You covered a lot here, Alex.
Certainly. Whoa. Yeah.
Okay, let's first of all deal with CrowdStrike. So currently right now, sitting right around that sort of 151 level, we have a 12-month price target of $170.50. So these are very much the leaders, sort of between them and Sentinel. But, you know, CrowdStrike has the infrastructure and the ability to actually scale their endpoint and cloud workload protection software out there. It offers 19 different cloud modules on what's called its Falcon platform. It's according to Gartner, world's largest tech research firm out there, they have them as the most visionary vendor and only second to Microsoft in its ability to execute. So I would own it here. I think you can probably, in some sort of near-term correction, add to it or down around 142 and then down around 135.
Okay, it's about 151 today. Okay, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to have a look at Kim's past picks when we get back. Kim was on our show August 3rd of last year. Your first idea, Kim, was Amazon. Let's see how this one did. Losing altitude. Are people still ticked off at them for over-investing in warehouses and stuff?
Well, they've come back.
They have come back, yes. No, they have, yeah.
Yeah. And, you know, the average analyst out there actually has a 132 12-month price target. We're a little bit more bullish. We think You can probably get it up around 145 to 148 within the next 12 months. So there's a bit of a runway here. You know, they are the king of the retail business next to Walmart. You know, they're the king of the cloud next to Microsoft's Azure, but the Amazon Web Services that actually accounts for about 72% of their earnings every year continues to grow. They've incorporated the generative AI APIs into their cloud mix. And then they have a lot of other smaller bets. So we own it. This was, you know, when we started our firm off 10 years ago, this next to Facebook, Meta, was one of our first purchases. And it's always been in the top 5 in our fund and also through our separately managed accounts. So we love this company.
Your picks have underperformed. In this occasion, the NASDAQ 100 index, it's up around 8% over the period. Is that partly because it's just been inflated by some of these AI stocks, the NASDAQ itself?
Yeah, but you know, if you, gosh, Amazon is up. What is it? It's up about 60% this year at least. So. You know, it got throttled like all the other Magnificent Seven, you know, last year, and then they've just sort of come back, but not close to where their peak was last year.
Yeah, I mean, Nvidia is up 124% over the period. Netflix up 93% or so. Sentinel-1, this one hasn't delivered yet. Remind us what they do and why is it out of favor right now?
This is why I mentioned it together with CrowdStrike. So Sentinel-1 is a cybersecurity provider, you know, around the world. They're sort of the number 2 when it comes to extended detection and response. So, and this is all about if the bad guys get in, first of all, you have to detect them, and then you have to be able to respond. And the CrowdStrike and Sentinel-1 are one of the better ones when it comes to the response. And so in their module, they actually, and when you sign the contract, you allow them, as soon as they to detect it, that they will find the remedy and the response to the data stack to squash the bad guys out there. And the problem with Sentinel-1 is that they're competing with the big guy, which is CrowdStrike.
Okay, yeah.
So, you know, Grandview Research estimates that the global security spending is about $185 billion. So there's room for multiple players in here. But Sentinel-1 just has to learn to be able to scale it. And yeah, sorry.
We're tight for time.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry, Kim.
That's okay.
Walt Disney, this one has struggled. It has been a disappointment for investors. Are you sticking with this one for now?
Okay, so on Sentinel-1, we recommended it last August. We actually got out of it on January 4th. Now, mind you, we picked it up at 26 and we sold it down at 15. With Disney, we actually, you know, we recommended it last year at 93.5, and we actually exited it in October 20th of 2022 at 98.50. So we actually made some money on that, but you know, we lost the money on Sentinel-1, but we got out of the way before it actually sort of crashed. There's lots going on in Disney. Probably the biggest thing is that they're changing the ESPN from cable into streaming, and that should work out quite well for them.
Okay, sorry we're so tight for time, Kim. Kim Bolton is taking your questions on Tech Stocks. We want to get back to your questions. Kim, of course, President, Portfolio Manager at Black Swan Dexteritas. Nutrien is cutting back production at one of its potash mines in Saskatchewan because of the BC port strike. Nutrien says the strike, but also lower global potash prices and other factors mean it will fall short of its previous profit forecast. Intact Financial estimates that catastrophe losses in the second quarter reached $421 million on a pre-tax basis. Intact says nearly half of the losses were attributable to wildfires, but other notable losses included an ice storm and a flood in Quebec this spring. Activision Blizzard's stock up 11% or so. Microsoft has one court approval to go ahead with its acquisition of the company. Last month, the U.S. Federal Trade Commission tried to block that deal, valued at $69 billion US. It's the largest ever transaction in the video games industry. And you can see the TSX is holding its own right now. Our market is still positive for the year, up about 2.4% in 2023. Let's have a look at the US market. The NASDAQ is now ahead 31% this calendar year, and the S&P 500 is up just over 15%. Dan is standing by in Peterborough, Ontario. Go ahead, Dan.
Hi, I'd like to get Kim's opinion on Micron Technologies. And on top of his opinion, I understand from some research I've done online that the Chinese government has targeted Micron negatively. And I'd like to know if Kim knows anything about that. Thank you.
Rings a bell. What do you think of Micron, though?
Thanks, Dan. We pared it back a little bit because currently it's trading at 63. The average analyst has a 12-month price target of just shy of $69. So we've taken a third off. So Micron, you know, they are the sort of the king of the DRAM. DRAM is the dynamic random access memory semiconductor devices. So their memory, about 2/3 of their business is in that DRAM, the memory side. So we like it. I think you can probably pick it up cheaper. You're going to hear this a bit over this this next hour, but I think you will see sometime before the end of the year get it down maybe just shy of 60, and then, you know, if you do get a chance, third try of down at around 55. You know, when the market does finally sort of roll over, you'll sort of think, I don't want to. But, you know, this is a market where you buy on the dips, and we do like Micron, and they're the king of the DRAM, the memory chips out there. Now, on the China, yes, this has been in the marketplace for a while. But, you know, there are ways of them to actually get it, and sort of third parties out there, and they do get it. So it is a concern, Dan, and just sort of stay tuned.
Okay, yeah. Apparently, Chinese companies have been banned in sensitive applications from using Micron chips. Frida is in Chilliwack, BC. Go ahead, Frida.
Hi. I'm wondering what your forecast is for Shopify, please.
Thank you.
Thank you, Frida. So where are we here? We're right around 60. This is in U.S. dollar terms, 62, or Canadian terms on the TSX around 83. It is pretty fairly priced, and in fact, the average out there, the average analyst out there, has, this is on the U.S. exchanges, a $62 12-month price target, which is just like 50 cents from where it is right now. It's done extremely well in this whole generative AI side. This is interesting. Shopify actually flipped from the Google Cloud over into the Microsoft Azure to be able to actually access the OpenAI and the ChatGPT APIs on their software stack. So would I recommend it? We own it. We have a smaller position. We have about a third of what we originally had about month and a half ago. So I think you can actually pick it up a little lower.
Okay. We're getting so many calls. We better tighten it up.
Okay.
We better keep moving because we're getting masses of calls. Sorry. Deborah is in Okanagan Falls, BC. Go ahead, Deborah, please.
Oh, hi. Good morning, Kim. My question today is on Sony. I'm a bit underwater. I bought it at $97. Do you think it will ever push back to its high?
Yeah, we own Sony. Thanks, Deborah. It will be interesting to see what happens on that FTC ruling come tomorrow between Microsoft buying Activision Blizzard, because it will definitely reflect over into Sony, although they've sort of worked out a 10-year deal that they can actually still have the Activision Blizzard software out there.
Oh, yeah, it was approved, as you know, yeah.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, they're allowed to do it.
Oh, okay. So currently trading $89.50. We have a 12-month price target of 92, so the runway is a little bit short, so I think you can probably pick it up a little bit lower. Will we get it back toward that 122? I think you're going to have a little bit of consolidation in here before we reach for that.
Oh, okay. What about the Activision, very quickly, Activision-Microsoft deal? Will that makes Microsoft a titan in video games, obviously?
Absolutely. But you still have the British regulator who's outstanding.
Oh, I see.
So, they win a battle and they haven't won the war yet.
Okay.
So, it will drag on a little bit. We were actually picking up some Activision Blizzard today. Sorry.
Okay, we're going to be back with Kim Bolton, 1-855-326-6266. He's taking your questions on Tech Stocks. Nick is on the line from St. John. Go ahead, Nick.
Good day, gentlemen.
Hello, Nick.
Yes.
What's your question, please?
Okay, Island Technology.
Bailyn.
I wonder, where do you see the stock go? I bought a higher price right now.
Sure.
And you see it could be a takeover sometime. They have a pretty good stuff.
Okay, let's leave it. That was so many questions. Sorry, Nick. Bailyn Technology.
Okay, Bailyn, currently trading at, I think it's around 42 cents. We have a 12-month price target of 50 cents. We follow it, we don't own it. It's a small company, but it's so very popular. It's so popular, but it's also so very illiquid. So when I think of Bailyn, I always think of antennas and tags. So they design and manufacture active radio frequency and terrestrial microwave products out there. And so you can pick it up here, maybe get it down around 40. It doesn't move around very much, maybe around 38, and we have a 12-month price target of 50 cents. Hope that helps, Nick.
Okay, we got Lawrence in London, Ontario. Go ahead, Lawrence, please.
I own shares in your funds, and thank you very much. They've done well. My daughter would like to invest in AI. What would you recommend she go into, please?
Thanks.
Thanks, Lawrence, and thanks for being a great client of ours. So when it comes to AI, this is going to be a long road. Think about it, Lawrence. The 90s, 2000s were all about the internet. And then you went into sort of the 2010, it was an extension of that, but then you got into the cloud. And then the cloud encouraged software vendors to come in. And that's where the explosion of all those software companies. Now, basically, when you look at AI, they've built a new category of software. That's why it's such a big deal. But it's going to have a long runway for at least the next 10 years. So, Lawrence, I would stick with the big guys. I would stick with the likes of Microsoft, Google, Meta. Those are the ones that have the money to actually pour into it. They're going to be the ones that are actually buying the startups. And so that's where I go. There are some, so you always look at the AI side as infrastructure, and then you have the enablers, which is the NVIDIAs and everything, and then you have the end users, which is getting in there with the software. So I would stick with the infrastructure right now, maybe the enablers, some of the, like the NVIDIA, wait for it to come down a bit, and maybe the AMD. Hope that helps, Lawrence.
Okay, Karen has sent us an email, wants to know about Snowflake, the software company. Shouldn't it be right up there with the AI craze?
Well, it should, but it didn't happen. So Snowflake, it's really had a difficult time. They're in that end user on the software side, and so they actually help manage the databases in there. And you can see it really sort of hasn't got onto this because the end users, they really haven't got the traction. You can see where the traction is. The traction is in the infrastructure, the cloud guys, and also into the enablers, which are the semi guys. Eventually, you will have these software stocks like Snowflake get into the traction, but it's just too early right now.
And we'll squeeze in one more email. Frank wants to know about Texas Instruments for the long term.
Yeah. Thanks, Frank. So, in the world of semiconductors, there's analog and there's digital, which is memory. Both of them are memory, but analog is what Texas Instruments participates in. They are the king of the analog chips out there. Analog chips, they're designed at Texas Instruments, so they go into anywhere from washing machines to television sets, and they have pre-programming going on in there. You can see on the chart that it's sort of stable because analog is always going to be around. They haven't participated that much in the AI side. They're trying, but it's a very, very stable stock. And on top of that, they have a decent dividend. I think it's around 3.7%. And so currently trading at 178-ish, and we have a 12-month price target of 188.
Okay, and the yield about 2.8% now,
yeah.
Not far off. Okay, we're going to get Kim Bolton's top picks coming up. First idea, Marvel Technology, a chip company, but with an AI angle here.
Yep. So currently trading right around $59. Runway isn't all that long. Well, here it is, 61. We have a 12-month price target of 68. We're still holding on. You know, together with the subsidiaries and so on, it provides data infrastructure, semiconductor solutions. It has... You know, the company's revenue is projected to grow at an average annual rate of 18.5% over the next 5 years. But it also has a forecasted net margin of 8.6%. And its valuation, based on a discounted cash flow valuation approach, yields a price target of actually $79. So we're a little bit lower than that, but you know, $79 really gives it a more than 30% runway going forward. So we like it. We're trying to hold in there. You can buy it in here, maybe on a pullback down around 56 and then 53.
Your next idea is Microsoft, and it has won that court decision in America approving the Activision takeover, although apparently Britain is still holding out, and apparently it still has regulatory hurdles in America, so it's not a done deal yet.
And I'm actually sort of live, and you can see how all the analysts, you know, changing in their price targets. So currently trading around 330. You know, Microsoft, amazingly, still has a very decent runway ahead of it, about 375. And, you know, people, the probability of actually getting Activision is just going to add to everything else that it has on the cloud side and the Office 360 and so on. So this is just a core holding in your portfolio.
And they are a major player in generative AI.
Absolutely. You know, they're the ones that, you know, everyone talks about OpenAI, that they put in $10 billion, but that's the third time they've actually invested in OpenAI. Now they have ChatGPT embedded into their APIs in their cloud business of Azure.
Sorry, what's API again?
So it's just the link to actually get in and be able to, the runway into it. Mm-hmm. And so now in the cloud, they have all these modules that use ChatGPT that just accelerates the intuition of how to help run more effectively and efficiently a business.
And of course, businesses are overwhelmed with data. All of us are overwhelmed. And
absolutely.
Will ChatGPT help filter some of that stuff?
Yeah. Andrew, when we were talking earlier, I don't know how many times I used ChatGPT 4 every day. But when you ask them a question, then the next question I always ask them is, can you please just summarize it? And then boom, it happens just like that.
Yeah, it's the era of TMI, I think. Yeah. And finally, Meta platforms.
Yeah. So isn't it funny, Facebook, Meta, a year ago was the one that no one would touch.
Yes, yeah.
And then they decided to just hold back a little bit on the metaverse and so on. But this is an interesting play because you can see the theme here on the AI. If you look at Microsoft sort of has a closed AI with ChatGPT. Meta has actually used open source, so everyone can actually build on the stack. And it's a very, very different approach to actually accessing artificial intelligence. A lot of the developers like the Meta open source side. So anyway, currently trading Meta 291, and we have a 12-month price target of 320.
And just very quickly, there was a feeling that Zuckerberg was pouring money into virtual reality, and a fear that he was investing too much.
With the Quest, with the goggles, right? And that's actually worked out very well. When Apple came out with the Vision Pro,
much more expensive.
8 times more expensive. And then that sort of diverted the attention over into the Quest. And now, on top of that, you have Meta, who now has Threads, and they have more than 100 million subscribers in 1 week.
To the Twitter, their rival to Twitter.
Versus Twitter, that has 240. So they're almost halfway there in 1 week. Amazing, eh?
It really has been just the speed of change in that tech sector.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Kim, we better jump. Thank you very much indeed for joining us, Kim Bolton. Let's have a quick look at the markets before we go, because we have seen higher stock prices in the United States. Activision, we saw that stock jumping about 10% after a U.S. court approved Microsoft's takeover of that company, but it does still face U.S. regulatory obstacles, and Britain has yet to sign off on it as well. Let's have a look at our market, and you can see it is up. Maybe we can check in on the oil price, because we did apparently see a significant milestone cross for oil. You can see oil now almost $75. Today we saw West Texas Intermediate crude topping its 100-day moving average. For a lot of people, that is a good sign. Okay, let's have a look at the US dollar, because we are getting those CPI numbers tomorrow. There's a feeling, Kim argued, that the numbers are getting better. There is a feeling that America making significant progress. And of course, that will incline the Fed to slow the pace of interest rate increases, maybe even consider ending them. And that tends to weaken the US dollar when US interest rates stop going up. Let's have a look at gold, because a weak US dollar, traditionally good for gold, but gold has not been doing that much. It is still below 2,000. Of course, you get into a looking glass world with gold. Normally, you'd expect inflation to be great for gold, but of course, inflation means higher interest rates, and that is seen as bad for gold, typically. Let's have a look at RNW on the TSX, because that has been a mover today after TransAlta, the parent company of RNW, TransAlta Renewables, pushed ahead with a buyout bid. Now, the stock near a multi-year low, in common with a whole bunch of other renewable energy players. And there is TransAlta Renewables, and pretty good jump today. One stock under pressure today is an outfit called Jaguar Mining. That is JAG. I think it's on the TSX. And it looks like gold production there, gold output dropping by nearly a quarter in Q2. So the market not happy with Jaguar Mining. And just to remind you, the NASDAQ now up, more than 31% so far this year, but still down from its highs of late 2021. Thank you very much indeed for watching Market Call. Gordon Reid is up tomorrow.